that they are hostile, defiant, the rule breaker, and they constantly stay in trouble. When that may not be the case, this is all a response, a trauma response to the household man dysfunction.
Tell me, am I dreaming? How the hell you looking so fly? I just got a meeting when I looked at you today. I got problems, baby, and I need you to save me. Yep.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is TYMARA, T to the Y to the M to the A-R-A. If you are here for the first time, hello, nice to meet you. And if you are coming back and returning, nice to see you again. Please make sure you share this video with someone if it can hopefully help someone and just keep them informed and help save a life or just change people. All right, if you read this video correctly, we are going to be talking about the 5 different child roles in a dysfunctional family. All right, I am sitting outside. I hope it's not too loud because they are doing construction work. But just to get right into the video, because I know y'all want to just hear what we're talking about. The 5 child roles in a dysfunctional family. The first child I want to speak about is the chief enabler. The chief enabler, the nickname for this child is the child who is the family's protector. On the outside, this child may look like they are self-righteous, they are super responsible. They may seem to be a little bit sarcastic and they may be passive-aggressive. But deep down inside, on the inside, this child is hurt, guilty, they feel anger, and they may have low self-esteem. They feel like they need to protect their family because things may happen to a child when they're younger, and sometimes, like, the parents may get a divorce. Sometimes this child may feel like, hey, it's my fault, and they hold all this stuff on the inside. These are things that parents, they don't pay attention to or seem to realize when the child becomes an adult on how all these things may affect them, but it's coming out in different ways. So once again, the parents get a divorce, they feel like it's their fault, as if like they could have protected someone and had stopped this situation from happening when it's not their fault. So this is just one of the roles. The next role in the family is the scapegoat. The last child, which is the chief enabler, tends to be the oldest child. They tend to fall in that category depending on how many children you have. The next child tends to be a middle child, which is the scapegoat child. Another name for this child, a nickname for this child, is the problem child. This child causes all the havoc. On the outside, they tend to portray that they are hostile, defiant, a rule breaker, and they constantly stay in trouble. When that may not be the case, this is all a response, a trauma response to the household being dysfunctional. They're the kid that's going to show you everything that's going wrong in your house. They're not going to hold their tongue. They're going to let you know, hey, mommy did this and daddy did this. So they tend to seem like they're the rule breaker when really they're the child that's telling you and showing you all the dysfunction that's going on in your house. On the inside of the scapegoat or / the problem child, they are feeling rejection and hurt and guilt, jealousy and anger. Like I said, this tends to be the middle child. So they're feeling that jealousy because they're not yet the oldest, so they can't do everything the older child is doing. And at the same time, they're still not the baby. You done had another child possibly, and that baby child then came along, and then they done took their shine. So now they got to act out in different ways in order to get your attention because they're feeling like they don't fit in. So this tends to be another role that tends to be in a dysfunctional family household. The third child in the dysfunctional family household is the mascot, or another name for the mascot child is the family clown. They're the ones that's making all the jokes on the outside. They tend to be immature. They have a fragile ego. They are distracting, and they tend to be hyperactive. But on the inside, this child is insecure. They have a lot of fear. They have anxiety. They are dealing with depression, and once again, they are very fragile. So the person who makes a lot of jokes a lot tends to have a lot of insecurities, depending on, because they're making fun of this situation, that situation, because if they can distract from what's really going on inside, then you won't pay attention to what they're really feeling. So this tends to be another child in the dysfunctional family household. The fourth child is the family hero. This, again, tends to be an older child. The family hero is the caretaker of the family. This caretaker, on the outside, they tend to be the good kid, the overachiever. They follow all the rules and are very responsible. But that is also a trauma sign that on the inside, they are dealing with and battling with feeling hurt, guilt. They constantly seek approval and feel like they are inadequate. So they're constantly going above and beyond. Maybe if I get these all A's or all B's or something, daddy will pay attention to me or mommy will pay attention to me. Maybe if I be an overachiever, then I can make up for the attention that I wasn't getting because I felt ignored. So these are other different signs that are in children who are in a dysfunctional family. And then the last child, the fifth child, is the lost child. Another name for the lost child is the forgotten child. This often tends to be that only child or the baby in a family with multiple kids, because the baby child is the one that's like, hey, I did all the hard stuff, I was extra hard on the older kid, and I had to deal with the middle child whooping they butt. So now by the time that baby comes, it's like, huh, you want a cell phone? Okay. You want this? Okay, whatever, go sit down, go eat something. Like, they are forgot about. They're not getting as much attention as that only child would have got, or that older child would have got, because it came first. And then the middle child came and took all the attention, and it's just always trying to make up for what was, or lack of, forgotten child. On the outside, they are shy, quiet, they live a fantasy life, they tend to be in solitude a lot, off by themselves. They tend to attach themselves to things rather than people, and they have mediocre behavior or just tendencies like, I clean it when I clean it, I get to it when I get to it, compared to the older child. It's even the high achiever gonna go all the way, or the scapegoat child is the one who just straight up just don't care. That lost child is going to be the one who just gets lost in the sauce and has mediocre behavior because nobody's holding them accountable, because by the time they come along, they're that child that's just like, okay, we went through this already, we tried this with the first and the second, whatever, I don't care, I'm getting too old to be dealing with this stuff with the kids. So once again, we went over the five different types of children inside of a dysfunctional family. So I hope this helps. If you found this informative or think somebody can use this information, please share this with them. Subscribe down below for more content. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.